This video is brought to you by Roguedeckbuilder.com. Purchase a playmat today and help us make the move to our new studio. We have over 10 playmats to choose from. Visit Roguedeckbuilder.com. Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with match number 3 with Epic Experiment. I've done a huge overhaul to Epic Experiment. The fog effects are now on the sideboard. I have 2 Druid's Deliverance, 2 fogs, 4 riot controls in the sideboard. Again, we have to mess around with that list here. Oh, geez, this software is so freaking buggy. Okay, the sideboard was fixed, but now it apparently has a bunch of garbage in here again. So many times you have to refresh this stupid client. Anyway, so this is what the deck list should look at. I've put 2 turn burns, 2 shocks, another gutter snipe, Mizzy Mortars, no angers anymore, and then we're going to be more streamlined here. Again, this is about deck building is you start out with an idea and then you start cutting stuff. So I want to see Epic Experiment in action, so there's going to be 4 Epic Experiments. Now we have 4 Young Pyromancers main board, just 1 gutter snipe, put in 2 Goblin Rabble Masters to help out with either convoking with Court of Calling or with Xenagos being able to plus, or it's just incremental damage each turn that hopefully we can get to work. And that actually, Keranos can be main board because it's going to be quite easy at Keranos. 4 Lightning Strikes can now make Epic Experiment actually quote-unquote go off, and I think this will work a lot better. So let's go to the match here. Yes, we'd like to play first. And this is a keepable hand. We have Young Pyromancer, Lightning Strike, Temple. We have double Xenagos in case one dies. And so this deck's a lot more like the Rug Toolbox, but we have other win conditions besides Epic Experiment. Young Pyromancer Perforos is a little combination with Epic Experiment. I don't think that Epic Experiment will ever be dead. We'll have to wait and see because we're not going to use it until we're ready just to go off. So Stomping Grounds, oops. Didn't want to do Stomping Grounds. Now I can't get a Young Pyromancer. That was silly of me. And then, I always catch myself right after do it. I apologize for that. It's difficult to commentate and try to keep your train of thought of what you're actually going to do. I hope this doesn't hurt me too much, as now we need the Temple. Mana Confluence will actually work better. Yeah, I'm fine with Mana Confluence, even though this will cost me a life. Here's our Young Pyromancer, and our Xenagos will still come on time, hopefully. So let's see what we're up against. Temple Garden could be, I haven't seen green-white aggro in quite a while, but that's what it appears to be. So we might just need to play the control. Nope, Sylvan Caryatid. We're okay here. Now we will Temple of Abandon. And at this point, do we need another Young Pyromancer? I'm going to say no, we don't. That 1 is fine. Because I probably want to use Lightning Strike right off the bat. I think I will burn him here with the Lightning Strike. So we get a dude. And there's another Young Pyromancer. I don't think I'm going to use it this time. I'm just going to shock myself with, oh wow, taking the damage. And we're going to go Xenagos here. And swing in. And he's down to 14 already. Xenagos hopefully will... I'm probably going to +1 Xenagos next turn just for Keranos and a Young Pyromancer. So we can play a Young Pyromancer first and then Keranos. He's a 4-color deck. He had to shock himself here. 5 mana, what does he want? A Stormwrath Dragon kills Xenagos, but then he's in a difficult position of taking 6 the following turn. Oh, look at that, a Chomaticore. Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink. Yeah, that's a bit of a issue here. Let's see what we draw into. Oh, wow, that is actually really good. We do have ways to get rid of it with the Stoke and whatnot. We'll Temple here. Put that on top because that does kill the Chomaticore. And then we can, I still believe we Young Pyromancer here. and add a bunch of mana for red, 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 red. And then, yes, we do have to pay a life for Keranos, which I know is going to do 3 damage. Because the Helix is on top. And he's got attacking his Xenagos here. I've got another Xenagos as backup anyway. He does gain 4 life, go back up to 16. But I might be able just to kill him and just ignore the Chomaticore outright. Oh wait, this has Vigilance. Never mind. Vigilance is really good. And what is he going to do? Give it double strike. And just kill me? Oh wow, what in the world just happened? Okay. Well, we just plain perfectly die at 14. So we'll go on to the sideboard. Jeez. Museum Mortars needs to come in versus Chomaticore nonsense. Do I need Riot Control or Turn and Burn? I don't quite think I do. Shocks don't need to come in. I think Gutter Snipe is... I don't know if he interacts with me, so maybe Gutter Snipe is actually pretty good. Hornet's Nest I don't care about. Neither with Is It Staticaster. I don't think either of those are the greatest versus him. We can cut a Chord of Calling if that's the case. And I'm going to cut maybe an Epic Experiment and just bring in a Turnbert. Nope, this is fine. I don't care about Fogs or... You know what? Fogs can just wreck that plan completely. So maybe we will do that. If he wants to go like nonsense, we'll play nonsense. So I don't think that Chord of Callings quite need to come in. And Goblin Rabble Masters, if that's the case. I don't think we need to actually... we'll keep Perforos in. We'll keep the Epic Experience Warleader's Helix. Maybe Corsair Crewfix is unnecessary. And I guess just cut maybe even Xenagos at this point. I'm going to cut 2 Xenagoses, and I'll keep in just a 1 of Corsair. And we'll submit this. Or maybe keep in 1 of Gutter Snipe. Yeah, I don't need more than 1 Gutter Snipe, and we'll keep in 2 Coursers. I'm going to submit this. Yes, I like to play first. This is a very keepable hand against his shenanigans. So, that was just the perfect draw with that. Again, we know what's in there. We know he's got some nonsense. We will... Temple of Enlightenment is fine. Nope, Abandon's actually better because we need the double green for Corsair. And put this on top because we actually do want it to come... The Corsair to come in on time because we will be Stomping Grounds next turn and then we'll have Stomping Grounds again for the following turn. So Mystic, not too worried about a Mystic. It does ramp him, but it's the wrong colors to get his Chomaticore. We will shock here. Throw out the Pyromancer. See if he Coursers here. No, it's Chromatic Lantern. It's ramping up to that Chomaticore again, but we have the Helix in hand for Chomaticore. That'll be a nice draw. Again, now we got to decide whether we want Crewfix to come into play on time or Perforos to come into play on time. And I'm thinking we're fine with Perforos into Corsair Crewfix. So definitely want this on top. Nice card, Lightning Strike. And we'll get in here for 2. So I'm glad I didn't do that. I think Perforos next turn is the better play. I mean, he can Chomaticore, but then we can Warleader's Helix it. Shocks himself. He can actually add. Yep, he can actually go for Chomaticore. And I'll immediately Warleader's Helix it next turn. What? What is this nonsense? Okay, give me taking some insane amount of damage next turn as well. Can I even Perforos here is the thing. So here I just might want to Courser Crew Fix. No. Oh, yeah. Kind of just want to Warrior's Helix and put out a token. Because Perforos, I'd have to block, right? Because you can just do that nonsense double strike. 8 damage, that's 16 damage. If I shock myself, that's perfect. If I Druid's Deliverance, it gives me another turn, and I can Lightning Strike. And maybe go from there and then put out enough guys. I think that's the play. Unless he, like, somehow makes him unblockable as well. No, because then I can Druid's Deliverance. And still populate. No, I'm just going to go for the Perforos, and if I die here, I die here. I think I do have to block, though. So maybe that wasn't the right play. Because he can still do his shenanigans with his... Doesn't give trample, though. This is so stupid. Does he have it again? Does he just plain have it? And that'd be perfect damage at 16. So, very stupid of me to go for Perforos. I have to just Young Pyromancer in the... that makes me a little sick inside to do that, but... Because now I don't have blockers forever, and Druid's Deliverance gets no value. But he's down to a 12. He is so close to just dying from my burn. See what other shenanigans comes out here. Market Festival adds 2 mana of any color to his mana pool. 2? Ugh. And he can put out 4 for a Voyaging Satyr and a Sylvan Caryatid. So... Again, those things I don't have to worry about too much. Gutter Snipe does not quite work. This is terrible with the Courser. Courser has to find a... land on top, hopefully. And it's a Stoke the Flames. Okay, well, we got to block again with... Courser. I hope he shows me what he's doing so then I don't have to worry about... Don't put a... Okay, just a Prime Spears are gone and he's going to draw a gazillion cards. So I don't have to block now. With the Courser. Because he only has 3 mana open. No, he's got more mana open now. I do have to block. No, let's see. What is he doing? No Chomaticore. He's not going to Chomaticore. Good. It's just green mana. Looks like he's Convoking. No, it's going to go Nissa. And he's going to untap all of his forests, actually. No! Yeah, this is just getting dirty. Untap 4 forests. They're all forests, of course. And now he's got that lethal mana on... his little sliver. No, he's going to be able to bestow. No, he can't quite bestow. Yes, he can bestow because he had... Chomaticore. This is just... Oh, man. Pretty close for us to get back at this, though. But, I mean, we have to draw into Fog Effect after Fog Effect now. He goes back up to a 19. And all the other nonsense that he has in his hand is going to be hard for me. I have to hit a land here. Because the only way is, like, hitting lands. No, that's not going to do it. It's just a young Pyromancer. So we can Druid's Deliverance and Gutter Snipe. Or I could actually stoke the flames. No, I can't even stoke the flames. I can Lightning Strike Druid's Deliverance, and that doesn't do anything. And then we'd have to... Then we'd draw into nothing and then just proceed to die next turn. So Courser fails completely to find us that land. I don't even know if Gutter Snipe would do it. We can't populate. Maybe I shouldn't have killed the young Pyromancer and just risked it. And then I would have had, I don't know, ways to actually get out 2 damage per turn. But yeah, but it's just going to be Druid's Deliverance. Can I do enough damage, though? Druid's Lightning Strikes puts him down to a 13 or a 16. And then there's no way I can do enough. No way, no how. Because I know I can't draw into another Fog Effect. So another Chomaticore on his Sliver Hive Lord. Which I'm glad I brought in the Fogs, but unfortunately for me, we need this young Pyromancer to actually be out. I'd be down to a 2. I would have another guy. I'd get another guy here and populate, do 4 damage, and then I think I would be able to do enough damage by... Yeah. But unfortunately, that's not going to work out in my favor. Even hitting a land... will not do anything, but we'll go on to another game. I'll queue up really quickly so we can get this match again, because I really think that it's an easy match with the Fogs coming in. But, I mean, the Primespear Zagana was perfect on time. The Sliver Hive Lord came perfectly with the Chromatic Lantern. This isn't going to happen every game, and if he stumbles whatsoever, again, if you would have gained that life last turn, the 9 life, I'm pretty close to actually killing him. Another Chromatic Lantern. And another Caryatid, which I'm going to Lightning Strike him. Put him down to a 16. Yeah, one more Fog Effect. Could have actually done it. But I don't see a way out of this. So, see what we would have drawn into. Lightning Strike off the top of that. Unfortunately, what we'd have to do here is just young Pyromancer. He'd take 2. And we could stoke the flames for 4, which would end up doing an additional... It'd be for 6 because we would get a Pyromancer token. But with no blockers, that's going to be game. All right, so we'll go on to the next again. I'll queue up really quickly here. This has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.